Good lovely afternoon. My name is Gabby and I'm the author of the Run Hike Seek series. Today I'm going to be answering some personal questions that you guys have asked me. So the way that I have been writing, it has changed quite drastically over the years. When I first started writing when I was 11 years old, I didn't really have a clear idea of how to write a story or actually how to write at all. I was kind of just rambling, putting my words on the paper. And I think as I've grown up, I've kind of figured out a way how to kind of make it more coherent and kind of how to make it sound like a story as well. Honestly, for the first two books, when I wrote it, I was only 11 to about 14 years old. And when I go back to read it, I think about this could have been written in a more mature way. The characters I was writing about, they were 15 or 16, and when I was writing, I was kind of imagining what it would be like to be 15 or 16. And I guess now that I actually know what it's like, I would probably go back and change quite a lot of things, because I realized the way I perceived a teen or an adult is a lot different than how it actually is in real life. I have thought a lot about writing new stories, but I think right now, as of this moment, I don't really have any solid ideas to write a new series, unfortunately. As for other things I'm pursuing, I'm actually working in a veterinary clinic right now. I'm a vet nurse. I'm actually thinking of pursuing a career in psychology. I've always been really interested in how the human mind works, even in my stories, even as a kid. And it's always kind of fascinated me, the way people think and why they do things and why they react a certain way to certain things. So far, writing in other aspects, I did consider it during the COVID period when there was a lockdown last year. I was actually exploring possible careers in filmmaking or script writing. Yeah, I have thought about starting an online subscription program where I do write random things, not based on Run Hike Seek, just kind of based on things that I see in my everyday life, because I do have a journal. I do write down these things quite regularly, and I thought it would be quite interesting if I could share them with the people who want to read them. I think the biggest success for me is knowing that my works have touched the hearts of other people. When I first started out writing, I didn't really expect much. It was just me, an 11-year-old girl, just writing down whatever she wanted to do. I just wanted to make at least even if it was just one person, I wanted them to feel they weren't alone. And I think to me that's the biggest triumph, being able to connect with people that I don't know personally. I think being part of a national best-selling family, it is a lot more normal than people would think. It's not competitive at all, all of us are really supportive of each other, and we kind of all celebrate each other's successes together. We kind of all help each other, in the writing process. Sometimes I'll read Eloise's books, and then I'll tell her maybe you could change this part, or she'll read my books and she'll be maybe you could change this part. And I think that's one of the things that I'm most grateful for, is that I've got a really supportive family as well. And I think the fact that we all write books makes it easier, because we do understand how each other kind of work as well. I have thought about this before, whether I would still continue writing or not. But I think I really do enjoy writing, because sometimes in my mind it's really cluttered and messy, and I don't really know what I'm thinking sometimes until I write my thoughts down. And like when I have like my thoughts written out on paper, I kind of realize like, oh okay, like so this is like how I'm feeling, or like this is like, oh, what I should do. And I think it makes it a lot easier for me to get by. I think for writing and for life, I guess like the advice I would give kind of comes hand in hand. Nothing really stays the same. I know it is kind of cliche, but I guess cliches do exist for a reason. I think the most important thing is to be able to know that every moment you have will never be the same. And so because of that, you know, every moment is very important. You should make the best of every situation. You know, give your best to everything in everything that you do. In writing and in life, it is really important to make sure that you are constantly growing and evolving. Honestly, I did feel like giving up quite a lot, especially when I had lots of things going on at the same time. I felt really overwhelmed and I didn't really know how to deal with it. Some days were worse than others. Some days I struggled to get out of bed. Some days I would struggle to do anything at all. One of the things that really helped me the most was having a really good support system. I had really good friends who would remind me, hey, everything was gonna be okay. Even if you weren't okay now, that's okay too, because like you'll be okay in the future. Right now, I think I'm in a pretty like good place. I guess like a pretty good headspace. I know even on bad days and even on the days I feel like giving up, I still know that I can do it. The Run graphic novel is currently out right now. You can get it on the Bubbly Books website at www.bubbly-books.com/shop. You can use the promo code GN50 at checkout to get 50% off your order. You can follow me on Instagram at RunHideSpeak. If you've got any questions, you can always just DM me. So that's it for me for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you do like it, maybe we'll do another one sometime soon. Bye!